5 security personnel have been killed in Pakistan. Scores of protesters of jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan continued their march towards Islamabad's D-Chowk, seeking his release. This has prompted the government to invoke Article 245. The article empowers the government to call army troops to help the civil administration for maintaining peace in case of external aggression or threat of war. The army has been authorized to shoot on sight. The protest march led by Imran Khan's wife Bushra Bibi began on Sunday and reached Islamabad on Monday. On Tuesday, when the march to D-Chowk resumed, police and paramilitary forces exchanged tear gas fire with protesters. The PTI shared multiple videos and images from the scene. The party also claimed that the government is showering chemicals on protesters from planes. Meanwhile, Bushra Bibi appealed to the supporters to stay peaceful, underlining that after they reach D-Chowk, they will be informed about the next steps. Khan has been in jail for over a year and faces more than 150 cases related to his time as Pakistan Prime Minister. The cases range from corruption to inciting violence and misuse of power. Meanwhile, in view of the situation, all educational facilities have been closed in Islamabad. A ban has been imposed on the gathering of 5 or more people in the capital. Also, mobile phone services have been suspended in a few areas.
Well, the protesters continue to march on, and it won't be wrong to say that Islamabad's one of main highways, the Srinagar highway, is currently a battle zone. Beyond this, we're standing at G9, and beyond this, the highway down here reveals a deserted look, primarily because the protesters are beyond this point. The police have taken positions here. Intense use of shelling has been done time to time, in a bid to disperse the protesters. But clearly, the police are outnumbered. The protesters have, as what the police say, that their own weapons. They have stones, they have slingshots, marble slingshots, they have shells, they have bullets. That's what the police say. At least 5 security personnel have lost their lives just in very recent clashes that we witnessed a short while ago at G10, G11 intersection. At least 2 security personnel have been injured as a reason of the clashes with PTI protesters as they continue to march on. The police say that they will not be allowing them beyond this point at G9, and they've called in reinforcements as well in a bid to deter the protesters from reaching D-Chowk. Nasr Malik in Islamabad, Pakistan for WION World is One.
For more on this, joining us live is our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik from Islamabad. Anas, thank you so much for joining us. We understand that the situation at the moment is precarious. What can you tell us?
Well, Haim, as we speak right now at the D-Chowk, there is renewed mobilization of the police and ranger security personnel. If my camera person can show you as well, you can see the water cannon has been brought up front. The rangers are there as the first line of defense, and then beyond them is the police that are there. There's a helicopter that's currently hovering over as well. The protesters is getting closer and closer. The other side, if I can show you the other side, you can see it's all white, and the white is because of the use of tear gas. The stench is so strong that you can't stand, let alone. The reason you have to wear safety gears like this in a bid to maintain that calm, that normalcy that is there. And as we speak, the protesters continue to get nearer and nearer. While D-Chowk is considerably at calm, my camera person can show you as well, the rangers are still progressing. The rangers are still coming in. They're there with their weight charges, they're there with their weight shields, and they continue to progress towards D-Chowk, from D-Chowk towards the Jinnah Avenue, towards F8, in a bid to prevent these protesters. Now, clearly, there is some sloganeering that is being done. Not sure if you can hear that,
right,
but there is some great sloganeering being done on the part of the police. So what the protesters aim is to advance towards here, where I am at the D-Chowk, and they're getting nearer and nearer. They're about 10 kilometers, less than 10 kilometers away from this point, from where I am right now. Him?
Right, of course, Anas, there's a lot of speculation about how things will unfold going forward. As I mentioned earlier in the report, that Bushra Bibi remains adamant that the next steps will only be announced once they reach the D-Chowk. Of course, you've shown us the security that is in place. The army has been authorized to shoot on site. So how things unfold, that remains to be seen. That being said, is there any idea on what the convoy is planning to do next?
Well, last question first. Nobody knows what will be their plan to action. The call was for D-Chowk. Looks like they're progressing for D-Chowk. Yes. That being said, the military is mostly inside the red zone. They're not outside. They've been ordered, or they've been given this shoot on sight for miscreants and rioters only. So that is the caveat. That also, and with regards to the Bushra Bibi question that you asked, again, as I said, there is no clear plan to action. The reason, one cannot be very certain as to what the protesters really want, but it would be really interesting the next few hours as they pan out, as in when the protesters continue to get closer and closer, and the security personnel, they try to repulse or push them back. But clearly, we were there a short while back as well, the protesters have been outnumbering the security personnel. Him?
All right, well, Anas, of course, the next few hours are critical to see how things will unfold in Islamabad. We see the gear that you're wearing as well. Stay safe, Anas. Of course, we will be in touch with you.